Good morning, everyone. I'm Teresa Dufour.
And I'm Ryan Christopher. Welcome to CT Style. Hopefully you're having a good week. It is Friday, finally.
Made it to Friday.
It's been a long week.
TGIF. But we are so excited for Connecticut native Nick Fradiani. As you know, he made it into Idol's top 4.
I know, pretty cool, right?
Absolutely.
We've been talking to him every week, so maybe we'll have a chance to sit down with him again over Skype or something like that and chat with him. But he's home right now.
Yeah, in fact, there's a big event going on. But first, take a look at the event on Idol, how great he did.
Okay.
Well, she got out of town on a railway New York bound.
So he won over everyone Wednesday night with a pair of performances and was even praised as the star of the night by J-Lo, and is now home for a couple of days. It is Fradiani Day in Guilford.
Check that out. I don't know what's cooler, having your own day or being praised by J-Lo. I'm not quite sure about that.
Both are pretty cool. So there's going to be a parade a little later today in Guilford at 3, followed by a concert with Nick on the town green at 4. But most importantly, here's our chance to vote and get our Connecticut native there.
Into the top 3. That's the next level. So you guys got to start voting. Now, speaking of good community events coming up, I'm going to be doing the Smilo ride on the bicycle, but I haven't really started training yet. But there is a very worthy cause going on this weekend. It's on Saturday. The Kevin Adorno Memorial Fund and Bicycle Friendly over in Farmington. This is an event that honors his life, who was taken far too soon. But there's a 30 and 50 mile bike ride on the 5K trail, and it's a family-friendly festival. So please head on over to the adornoride.org for more information and help support the cause.
You might consider training for that closer to free ride.
I should probably start riding a bike or something like that. Yeah, I got to start training a little bit. So that'll be kind of scary, but we'll see.
Well, I'll cheer you on.
Thank you.
From home.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of talk about our theme song. Yesterday we saw our floor director Leroy singing it in the elevator.
Yeah.
It's catchy. I mean,
he's
people
pretty
usually
talented, I think.
love it or hate it. So we heard from one of our viewers who didn't really like it.
Yeah, she didn't like it so much. She said, I don't wish to be unkind, but I find the theme song for CT Style just plain silly. The show is doing a good job of providing interesting people, etc. They're definitely not talking about us, but the theme song is like an intro to Woody the Woodpecker cartoon or something equally as annoying.
Yep,
what a nice compliment.
That wasn't it, though.
We love you.
She continues to say, I mute the volume as soon as the first note hits because I'm afraid it will stay in my head. Why not take a look at some jazz, Louis Armstrong or Duke Ellington, anything but what you have.
It's so sweet of her.
It's a work in progress, I guess.
Well, hey, we would like to hear your rendition of our opening theme song. All you got to do is tweet us, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. We want to connect with you. And speaking of somebody who connected with us, we want to shout out our fan of the day. It is Lynn Petrillo. That's her and I there. This is at Mohegan Sun at one of the concerts. She's a huge fan of the show. She loved your interview with Tim McGraw, and she said I smelled good. So kudos to her.
Oh, there's an added bonus.
Well, hey, I showered that week, so I'm, off to a good start.
All right, so we're moving on here. Budlight has a new campaign. It's #UpForWhatever. It's a slogan that's kind of generating some media backlash.
Yeah, just a little bit. Apparently, it said something like this after there was a lot of criticism. It says, the perfect beer for removing no from your vocabulary for the night.
I suppose that could be taken the wrong way. The photo first was posted on Reddit Monday night, but soon spread across social media, where many said the slogan promoted a rape culture. The Bud Light Up for Whatever campaign now is in its second year, 140 different messages intended to encourage spontaneous fun. So that's what they're trying to get across, but I see how it could be interpreted a little differently.
Little marketing blunder there, I guess, on their part, but what are you going to do? Hey, they're making enough money over there at Budweiser, I guess. But hey, this is a pretty cool story. There's Mrs. T, not to be confused with Mr. T. A 90-year-old tortoise is going to be twice as fast as her normal speed, Teresa. This is an earth-shattering story. Check this out.
Yep. Wow, look at that. The turtle's owner said her pet had a run-in with rats and her legs were destroyed. After spending thousands of dollars at the vet and nothing seemed to help, this woman asked her son, who happened to be a mechanical engineer, for help, and this was his solution.
It's like a hot rod there or something. Like they should get the Indy 500.
He glued wheels from a model aircraft to the shell of the turtle, so now she can move around.
Very inventive. It's like a Matchbox car or something. Pretty interesting.
Yep.
What do you think?
I'm happy the turtle can move now.
Hey,
what can I say?
Good for you, Mrs. T. We're glad you're still rolling there. All right, now, speaking of unusual things, you can find a lot of weird and creepy things over in the attic. And there was this Tampa family, right? They recently made an interesting find. It's a little disturbing. They found a box which appears to be old Spanish coins and a treasure map. And a human hand, look at that thing. And it's got a ring on it.
Wow. All right, so the family who found it brought it to a curator to find out what was going on. Yes, he confirmed the Spanish coins. The picture was of their great-grandparents on their wedding day, but they can't determine if it was actually a human hand or not. I'd be slightly concerned if I found that in my attic.
That would be a little creepy. What's the weirdest thing that you have in your attic?
I don't know.
Come on.
Christmas ornaments?
You gotta have
There's
something
nothing
bizarre,
in there. I'm
no?
not like a pirate. I don't have coins in a hand.
Brandon, is that where he sleeps, up in the attic?
Only on bad days.
Well, I'm sorry for you, Brandon. I guess it's 365. Well, tweet us with the most bizarre things that you find in your attic, and we're going to head on over to Style.